Guys, hello and welcome to the Liberian TV network. Today is March 21st, 2025, and we are right here at Congleton Back Road trying to bring you all of the major happenings with regards to what is happening in Liberia. Again, if you are following us, today is Friday. I'm Princess Katie Kopo. You can like, share, and comment on our Facebook and YouTube channel. What happened is that on Friday, like normally we say there is Friday. People use it for different purposes. People go to clubs. People go to restaurant, people go to beaches, people just go somewhere to amuse themselves because you work throughout the day from Monday to Friday, and then you can have no rest or no relaxation. So many definitely use Friday in order to see how best they can have sufficient rest, in order to see how better they can meditate on things, especially during the course of the week. But how be it, we'll definitely let you know with regards to some major happening. This part today is Friday. There are some critical things been happening in and around the country. Just to let you know, the Supreme Motorbike Union Association of Liberia of recent collaborated with with STEM. STEM is one of the civil society organizations in Liberia that is being headed by former CDC chairperson Boakai Molu. And then they went to the Supreme Court in order for the Supreme Court to actually lift up the ban had been placed on them with regards to no bike flying, or no bike should actually fly in the street. And finally today, the Supreme Court had come up with a ruling stopping them, prohibiting them not to actually take up the principal street or restricted area, or normally we call it in our local language called no-go zone. So definitely the bikes would no longer have access until further notice. But then since after this pronouncement by the Supreme Court, many have actually applauded the government with regards to their action, with regards to what's been ongoing. And some people are also saying that no, the government is wrong. In fact, the government was not to do XYZ, it is wrong, and so many things were said. But then it is what it is. These are just analysis. These are just a session coming from citizens across the country. And also to let you know, yesterday in the evening hour, by then we have already concluded with our news outlet. A report came up from NAMO. NAMO is one of the civil society organizations in Liberia that actually on a quarterly basis or on a periodic basis definitely give out the government performance with regards to where, how, when the government is actually, making some progress. We'll still remember during President Boakai 100 days report, NAMO came out with this report saying that the 100-day delivery report wasn't actually encouraging, and many of the citizens actually blasted the UP-led government with regards to the outcome of the 100-day deliverable. But yesterday was something different. Many people actually were like, wow. So yesterday the government, according to NAMO report, it says that in less than 2 years, the government have actually, worked on 64% of our promises. And then in the report, it says that some of the promises are currently ongoing. Some are already completed. They outmark most of these places, like the issue of health, politics, economic, social activities, and so many things were actually outlined. So people were like saying, no, the government is not doing anything, the government is not doing this, the government is not doing that. In fact, that report was not to come out. But then others were saying, no, the government have done well. If the government does wrong, definitely it is time for us to blast. But if the government do something that is really better, let's see how best we can applaud the government. So there were a lot of people that actually applauded for the government. Yesterday we read some comments. It was encouraging. Some comment wasn't actually favorable. We are not here to actually tell you who was wrong or who was right or whatsoever, but we did provide the analysis, we provide the data statistics as to how citizens are actually feeling, how citizens are reacting to the pronouncement that was made by NAMO. But it is what it is, because this is Liberia. And as we speak currently, House Speaker, Majority Bloc Speaker, Richard Koon is currently in Nigeria, not in Nigeria but Ivory Coast, attending the governmental function. So this is also coming up from Liberia, and we also got an information in the newspaper and also on newsletter that ECHO was to return to Liberia in order to handle this issue regarding the House of Parliament, especially the representative to actually handle down their issue, to settle down the dispute. But in the space of that, we've been told that a series of lawmakers have been suspended again for additional 30 days, and why others were just suspended. So people were like saying, no, it seems that the majority Bloc speaker, Richard Koon, is not actually wanting to actually settle down things with the guys, because you cannot be wishing to settle down things at the same time doing things that are not really necessary, while others are also praising the government, saying that, oh yes, the government did well, the government did XYZ, but it is what it is. You can like, share, comment on our Facebook and YouTube channel. And this one say pro tem alarm over health sector, and alarm over health sector, and then saying that it is the time for the health sector and CSA to actually pay volunteer workers, especially volunteer health workers, because she was like saying these individuals are volunteering, putting their life on the stake for people and XYZ, but then they haven't been paid. This is really cumbering the health, sectors within the country. There is a need for the government to look into it, but it is what it is. And as a recovery team said, they have investigated 17 cases. In fact, that's 17 cases in regards to former high-profile government officials who have been in possession of government properties, but they never actually tell us the outcome of this investigation. They just outline the number of investigations that have been done. We hope and pray that the investigative team can actually provide more details. And so also representative to pass a law to ban shisha. So we all know what is shisha. The House of Parliament, especially the representative, said they are actually putting up a bill to actually ban shisha, because they are saying that it damages the health, it is not good for the health. And according to them, they say more young people are actually involved in the smoking of shisha. So we hope and pray that it goes on. If it happens, then that's it. If it doesn't happen, then it is what it is. But from our indication, law have been placed, the debate have been placed on the floor at the House of Parliament in order for shisha to be banned. And VP Koon is expected. So officially, VP Koon now endorsed. VP Koon is expected to officially declare Representative Samuel Kogar as candidate for the MDR political party, the election that is pending in Niambia County. So Niambia will be experiencing a by-election anytime soon. And LMP debunked lies of Boakai Molu, terming it as an act of inciting violence and spreading misinformation to the public. So of recent, Boakai Molu, former CDC official, came up with some assertion regarding the Deputy Police IG, Mr. Nelson, stating that he said he was going to do a hit and run, especially with bike riders. So LMP came out with the official statement stating that they don't expect such statement to come from him, because he is one of those who actually control a civil society organization where hundreds of thousands of people actually follow him. So if he is doing this, it's meant to actually incite violence, which is not really good. So again, if you are following us, we want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Princess KD Kapo. You can like, share, and comment on our Facebook and YouTube channel. Today is Friday. Today is actually meant for relaxation, and today, wheresoever you wishes to go, or if you are thinking about going to a place where to relax, you can just take your cool walk to Miami Beach, the new Miami Beach in Painesville. You can go to the Echo Lodge in Cape Mount, the Echo Lodge in Rabalsport. You have some Echo Lodges around Monrovia. You also have another Echo Lodge in Grand Bassa. And this one says Minister of Transport and LRA to actually start the nationwide inspection of vehicles or transport activities in the country. So this is a call to you. If your bike is not registered, definitely there is a need for you to actually register your bike. It is really necessary. And former Liberian President Madam Ellen Sirleaf is currently hailing a delegate to Niambia. Today, Niambia is officially inaugurating her first female president in the country, and from our indication, Namibia is the second country in Africa or West Africa or East Africa or whatsoever, but Namibia is the second country in Africa to actually have female as their president, and today is the inauguration. So Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, first female president, democratically elected female president of Liberia, is actually hailing that delegate with some Liberia national as well. And this one says Representative Dixon Sibo said Deputy Speaker Kofa is the one honoring the speakership of the in-battle speaker Jim Fonati Kofa. So that is coming from District 16 lawmaker. And this one say, okay, potential health crisis loom for resident as Liberia's largest sanitary landfill within Wintown engulfed by the wildfire. So this is coming from the OKFM newsletter. OK was the one that actually said this. We are just like trying to get it up. And Liberian and World Bank launches. Liberian and World Bank launched yesterday million project. Government says it will strengthen governance system as across strengthen government system across key state institutions. So this is really laudable. And Supreme Court. Okay, so we are done with this. Former Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs, Heron B. Family, nominated by President Boakai to actually serve as ambassador to the Arab Emirates in Egypt. Numbered. Okay, we are done with this. And James Etta Kumi has been flown out of Liberia for medical attention. So the lady who recently was at EAWA under a serious medical condition, according to Martin Colley, they were able to raise some money, and now she is currently out of the country. Money that was raised in US is $8,011 plus 73,220 LD. So currently she is out of the country. Actually attending to treatment, so this is something that is actually commendable. Let's go and see. So Martin also hang over Honorable Edwin Melvin Slow over guys to what he call a blinded leadership. In Tamambra or Bombing County, you have one of the biggest mining companies or the biggest companies in that western region, but then the life of the people is not being reflected. So he is calling on Honorable Snow to see how best he can step up the gear. And okay, I think so far so good. We are done with this. Okay. So guys, if you are following us again, we want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening from any part of the world. I want to say thank you for following this platform. Today is Friday. We don't have much to actually tell you. This is just what we have for today. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.